Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode in Subsistence, what we might call Rockfort. I've decided the name of this base should be Rockfort. I'm open to suggestions if anybody can think of a better name for it, but I think that's quite appropriate because we are kind of buried in the rocks and they do seem to be fortifying our base. So I've started up here because I've been giving some thought to the comments that you've all made. Thank you very much. We are a bit out of sorts with the power generation. We've got 3 solar panels, but I haven't been upgrading them, which perhaps I should be, because 20%, 20%, 20%, that's kind of a bonus if we get all 3 upgraded. I have now finally done both upgrades on the wind turbine, but I do generally like to have twice as many solar panels as wind turbines, so building 1 more solar panel and upgrading would kind of put us more out of sorts, because then I'd need a wind turbine. So a couple of your suggestions were really good. 2 of you suggested a wind turbine, and I think that's a good idea. I think we should do a wind turbine. One of you suggested a fridge, and I really would like a fridge, because especially in the winter it may get too cold in the snowstorms for me to get out and get food. But to run a fridge you need power, so it kind of makes sense to do a wind turbine first and possibly try and get those solar panels upgraded. So we're still waiting on the mass to come up to 100 to get our maximum free, and that's not going to take very long. You can possibly hear in the background I have a generator running, simply because I wanted to get some of these ores refined. We did build up quite a lot of unrefined ores, so I'm getting those done. We have got some, but we're going to need more. So I have double checked. We need 3 circuit boards, 2 rope, some adhesive, which we're getting quite low on, and forget what else. Circuit boards, rope, adhesive, yeah, just scrap, which we've got. So we need to get out, maybe get some food, come back as soon as that gets to 100, and then I'm going to have to try and get that mass up to 200. We do now have a recycler, but we're still going to need power, so I can spare 32 or 33 of these, maybe 32, and then bump it up with the fabricator to get us to 200, but that's going to take power, so I'm going to leave the generator running while we go out. Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. So we'll leave that running. The refinery copper will finish soon, so that will give us a surplus of power. That should build our power up, and by the time we get back we should have plenty of power to play with. So, don't know if we're going to get any attacks this morning. Let me just check the fire. Yeah, put a bit of wood on there. Not going to be out too long, so not too worried. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I don't know whether there's going to be any attacks today. It's kind of getting difficult to work out. There used to be a definite pattern to the attacks, so you'd get 2 one day and 1 the next day and then a day off. But the last few days we seem to have gone 2 or 3 days without any attacks. And of course, with me attacking Alpha, that's confused the situation even more, because there was a revenge attack mixed in with it. So that kind of has confused me as well. So I thought what I would do is have a quick rundown. We'll see what sort of loot is around the pond area. Obviously it can't go over to the right hand side because of Charlie. And here a bear. Oh, that's a funny angle. Yeah, that's clever there. Right, we might as well go through the pond then. We know we're going to need this for mass. Oh, and we certainly have that. Ooh, too late. Looks like Charlie have started on their top floor. Just caught a glimpse of it through the trees then. If you can see that in the middle of the frame there. It doesn't really matter because once they've built the first door downstairs, you're going to need a breaching charge to get in, so you might as well leave it until they finish building and get the maximum loot out of it. Okay. Rabbit saw me, but we'll have the chicken. So yeah, I've been giving quite a lot of thought to what to build next. Obviously, everything. I mean, you know, at this stage of the game, you need everything. But the order in which you build things can make a difference between succeeding in terms of defending or not. So I would dearly love to build a fridge, but if I do, that's going to detract power away from other things. So it kind of makes sense, you know, to get the power coming in before we start spending it. Ultimately, with the winter storms coming on, as Raven correctly mentioned, we want to be able to capitalise on the storms, so wind turbines are a good way of going. That said, every time I build a wind turbine we get lovely sunny days, and every time I build solar panels it rains, so you can't really do it right for doing it wrong. Ooh, couple of crates, nice. I don't want to go too far away because the mat isn't going to be long getting up to where we need it. So this is just going to be a quick round trip. If we can sneak past these. No, maybe we can't. We also need to keep our eye open for rogue camps because, as usual, I forgot to look, so I have no idea where they are. And the cougar will be around here somewhere too. So there's a front view of the greenhouse effect. I do need to build some walls to cover up the foundations at some point. I think that would look better, kind of on stilts at the moment, isn't it? And the other thing we didn't do in the last episode, which needs doing, is we were given a free claymore. So no point in leaving it sitting in a crate, we might as well get it put up somewhere. Just cook up some dinner. So yeah, we need to put our claymore up. Just cook up this food and then we'll sort that out, I think. So, options on where to put it. Ah, there we go. On the chicken. So yeah, you get 3 each, so this will give us 96 mass. So it's 197, so yeah, we need exactly 1 more. I'm gonna burn the chicken though. Oh, go on, 200, give us 200. No, it's not going to give us 200. It's okay, we can just quickly top it up with this. It's because of the rounding error, it'll be 199.8 or something. Yeah, there we go. So now we just need 600 power, which we should get naturally, because this one side is now finished. The generator is still running, so that should bring our power. Right, let us quickly go up here. And we need to come up with an imaginative place. I don't want them jumping off that top cliff and landing here as they normally do and then setting the claymore off. So I think the best place for the claymore is at the end of this wall, so that if they do come around behind the wall, then they're going to get nailed. I think something like that should trigger it. You can always move it, but that way if they do find their way around here, which is something I think they eventually will. Yeah, see, I can walk all the way up to that bit. So if they follow the wall down, I'm kind of hoping they might get stuck on there and turn around, but if they do go round this side, then that should get them on the way past. That's the hope, anyway. Okay. So that's that bit done. Oops, off the ladder. Thank you. Pop that back. Got a piece of chicken for later. And we have got an extra one of those. I'm keeping those now. There. Okay. So, a couple more logs. And, like I say, we have actually got enough power now, but rather than run it right the way down, I think it's not a very windy day anyway. I think we might as well do it when we get back. So, let's do another quick loop, if you can say that. And where should we go this time? Be a bit careful going over towards the hunter bases just in case they decide to attack us. You're going to turn around, Wolf. That's not really what I meant. I meant turn around and leg it. No, he's not. Suit yourself. I need the food anyway. And we're doing okay on shotgun shells. Not too worried about that. Not seeing much of anything. So, what are you guys up to in your games, the games you're playing? Are you attempting to follow this game, or have you got what you consider to be your ideal place for a base? Or do you just build out in the open? How do you play your games? Do you play on normal mode with normal hunters? Let me know in the comments. Be interested in what floats your boat. Everybody plays a game differently, and sometimes it's interesting to hear other people's perspectives. Because obviously, you know, I play the games I play in a particular way, and I like to involve you guys as much as I can. Obviously I run a server, and the gameplay on the server is kind of open-ended, so it allows for PvP if you want it, but it is what we call consensual PvP, so both parties essentially have to agree, which is done by tinkering. So if you see somebody and you're feeling in the mood for a bit of PvP, then you shoot an arrow into the tree next to them, or into the ground, or maybe into their leg, but you know, just to signal your intentions. And if they ignore you and run away, then you know that it's not consensual. If they turn around and start shooting back at you, then game on. That's essentially the rules we play, but so far I have to admit nobody has done any PvP other than in playing, such as I set Kate on fire when incendiary rounds were first introduced, which was consensual, and you know, for a bit of a laugh. And that's what the game should be about. It should be about fun. If you're not having fun, don't do it. So again, we're kind of losing the day. Can't go straying too far on this loot run. Just far enough, hopefully, to get a bit of loot. We're not actually seeing much now. And some... Yeah, we have to be a bit careful of Charlie running along here, because their fishermen might well be coming this way. It is a bit of a nuisance them being there in one respect, because obviously the birch forest over there is an excellent place for chopping wood and getting loot and crossing their path, so to speak. It's dangerous. I'm hoping we're not too close here to be able to grab this. I think we'll be okay. As long as you don't get spotted. Ah, you see there's a guy over there, probably, can't tell if he's got sleeves or not. He's gone down into the hot, oh no, there he is. No, he's sleeveless, so that's a rogue. There must be a rogue fire up in the birch forest somewhere. Okay, we won't be going that way then. So I'm going to sort of retrace my footsteps in a loose way, just in case I've encouraged things to spawn in. Amazingly, I haven't found a piece of cotton growing for days. I mean several days. And all the time I'm out like this, I'm looking at every plant, whether it's just a fibre or medicinal, or you know, any plant sticking up off the ground. But cotton has been very, very scarce. Okay, I won't be getting that fibre then. And here comes more rain. It's about now. I wish I'd built that other wind turbine. But we will be scooting on home fairly quickly now, so... see the fibre over there, but it's not worth battling 2 wolves to get it. Would it been cotton, that would have been a different matter. Okay, I think that's probably enough meat for now. More than enough. I doubt we'll get to eat all that. You can see the iron on the rock by the wolf. I think that's going to be staying there. Yeah, it's a bit close, that. If he keeps on walking, we'll be alright, but I suspect he's going to turn around any second. Right, got him maybe. Oh, okay. Well, we were heading back anyway. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to make it back in time to do any defending, but I'll give it a go. Oh, hello, wolf. It's about the time you run into a cougar, usually. I don't know if that shot was at me or not, but... Oh! Let me up the ladder. Thank you. Running away. It's very difficult to hit them when they're running away because they tend to zigzag all over the place. But if you do wait for them to stop running, if they're still within view, as with the pistol shot the other night, you can sometimes hit them, and then hopefully they'll come back. But it's extremely unlikely that you'll be able to kill them at that range unless you manage to get lucky with a headshot. Here they come. Well, we got 2 of them anyway. Oh, here's the 3rd. And the 4th. Nice. I think this must be a separate attack. And another attack. Wow. Okay, you're doing well today. Alpha, Bravo and Charlie attacking. Oh. Could have had him. I think we're out of ammo as well, which... Drop down, thank you. I think somebody's just broken their legs too. Where are you? to my left here somewhere. Would you come round into view, please? Oh. Okay. They're running home. So that's definitely Charlie. Can't hear any more footsteps, so I think that's the end of that. But obviously I pulled one of them back after their attack, and then I think that was Alpha, and then Bravo attacked. We had a win for that, and then Charlie attacked. So yeah, that's very strange. I don't think I've ever had all three bases attack me one after the other like that. So cool. That gets the old weapon parts up, doesn't it? Right, need to go and get those bags, but just put some of this stuff away first. And cook some food. That. 5 more of those. A couple of those. 5 more of those. So it always goes through 5s for some reason. Got those. Sort those out, and we need to get water while we're out. Okay. We need to get some protein because it's cold out there, and we need to go out to get these bags. So wanted to do some cooking before we go. I also need to put some biofuel in the generator by the sounds of it. Come on, River. There we go. Like that as well. Right, I'm afraid this is going to be a bit dark, but we shouldn't be out for long. Need to go and grab all of these. See what presents they brought us today. Wow. And did we not kill anybody up here? And oh yeah, so the claymore went. And claymore did trigger. That's interesting. So they must have tried to run around the back. I don't think there were any bags any further out than that. No, pretty sure that was it. Alright, let's get back and get some lights on. Actually, might as well drink that as well, mightn't we? Yeah, so sorry it's really dark for you that, but I could have taken the glow stick with me, I suppose. So 5 weapon parts, sandstone of course, more copper. We do have plenty of power and all the mass we need now, so we can get going with that. Put all of these away. Where are we keeping grubs? In there. And they brought us a fuel brick as well. Really nice. And we've overflowed on cloth. Interesting. Okay, let's rescue the food. Yeah, if I had a fridge now, I could just chuck that chicken in the fridge. I wouldn't have to worry about cooking it up and possibly wasting it. But we don't. So what I'll do is I'll keep that, because when we go up on the... Oh, it stopped raining. when we go up on the roof. Obviously we're going to get cold and we're going to burn through protein. Come on, liver, thank you. Right, what did we need? Can we remember? 6 of those, 2 rope I think. Ah, good guess. So yeah, we're just about to put a wind turbine on the roof, and the rain has stopped. I think it'll probably still be windy though. So. Again, this I'm afraid is going to be a bit dark for you guys. I will brighten it up in the post-edit as much as I can, but we do need to get it up there, so I'll stick it on the end of this one for now. We're around about there. And then I'll get back in the light. Okay. So we've got 1.12 coming in, which is not very much, but there again, it is night time. We've got more in the daytime. 1.1 going out, which is... what's the point? Oh, the light, of course. Yeah, the light takes a bit. So this only takes 1. And we could do an upgrade for power efficiency. But I tend to leave that to last, because once you've got a load of refining done, it's unlikely that you're going to be leaving the refinery running for long periods. You know, you sort of do a bit, do a bit, and do a bit. So I think that's probably call it good. We'll have to wait for the mass to recover now before we can do anything, and I think the anything we should be doing now is to get on with some upgrades, and once the upgrades are done, then we'll be in a position to get a fridge, because a fully upgraded fridge takes, I think it's 0.11, so we need to make sure we're getting at least 0.11 power in most of the time. That's kind of a necessity. Right, so I'm going to get this food cooked up, wait for the power and mass to build up. As soon as the refinery's finished, I will leave it finished. I don't think I need to be... I've got a little bit of zinc. I don't think I need to be doing anything else just yet. So we'll be able to leave the power to build up to more reasonable quantities. But just waiting for the day to break, because then we'll be able to see whether those clouds clear or whether they get thicker. In other words, is there going to be a storm? But having had all of those attacks just now, I'm thinking we shouldn't be getting an attack today. Maybe. Who knows? But I need to cook up this chicken anyway. And, ooh, we need another shotgun shell. Okay. So, there we go. Let me switch that off. I'm going to leave all of that running. I'm going to come and pose on the top of the roof with the wind turbine. And there we go. So, got to... oh, there we go. Got to get your thumbnail in, but I can't actually see the wind turbine from here. But, yeah, there we go. So, hope you enjoyed that. We learnt a bit. We learnt that they do go around the back there, so I'm going to need to maybe extend that or lower it so they can't get underneath it, do something with that. We learnt that it is possible to have 3 base attacks on the same day, which is a new one on me. It is possible because Alpha had finished their attack and then I shot him and they came back, it's possible that counted as a second attack, a revenge attack. So they'd been and attacked, that was one attack, then they came back and attacked, that was a revenge attack, and then one of the others attacked. But it did seem to me as if Alpha, Bravo and Charlie were all attacking. So I'll maybe have to review the video a little bit and see what went on there. But anyway, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for all your comments and likes. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so, and that way you'll get notified when I do release new videos. But either way, thank you for watching. Stay well, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.